This is the story of an adventurous journey. A journey to discover the secrets of the Mayan civilization in the heart of Guatemala. Tikal, the largest of the ancient cities of the Mayan civilization. Numerous temples rise near the great central square. Extraordinary in size and style are the pyramids. Tikal reached its greatest splendor between 700 and 800 AD, when it had about 200 temples. The ruins are located on a plain covered with rainforest. Here grow ceiba trees, sacred to the Maya people. Among the branches we spot a spider monkey. Tikal is only one of the ancient Mayan cities. Many of them are still hidden in the forest, and we are going to search for them. And here we are, traveling on a bus. We are on our way to Carmelita, a small town. From there, we walk into the forest. We are in the Petén, a vast flat area covered by a lush tropical forest. This is the so-called dry season. It just means that it rains a little less than usual. Our boots sink in the mud. We're lucky enough to spot a Morelet crocodile. This species is only found in Guatemala, Mexico and Belize. Even when it is almost completely submerged, it still has the ability to smell, feel and see its surroundings. We finally make it to La Florida, the camp where we'll sleep tonight. Here are exposed fragments of stone carved with what look like glyphs of Mayan writing. Mayan writing is the only Mesoamerican writing system almost completely deciphered. Night falls fast. Let's go to sleep. We have another long day of walking tomorrow. And here we are at Tikal. Here stands a high pyramid on which we climb. From the top, our gaze sweeps over the huge plain of Petén. This was the heart of the classical Mayan period. It has been estimated that at its height, around 750 AD, El Petén was home to 10 or 15 million people. In the distance, we see the imposing outline of the pyramid of the Mirador, which we will reach tomorrow. At the stroke of midnight on 31st December, Italian time, we treat ourselves to a toast in a very special place. And so, another incredible day is over. Finally, we arrive at El Mirador. We are in the heart of the Snake Kingdom, of which El Mirador was the capital more than 2000 years ago. We walk among buildings partially revealed by excavations, and we climb stairways consumed by thousands of steps and centuries of oblivion. We enter one of these buildings, today populated only by bats, huge cockroaches and poisonous insects. The emotion is very strong.
No.
Ce ne sono tanti qua dentro.
¿Mortal? No, no mortal, pero sí causa diseases.
Malattia.
Sì, vieni qua.
Another tropical night surprises. The forest breathes, its animals roam undisturbed, and we can sense the presence of the jaguar around us. The next day we continue our exploration of the ruins. A huge moss-covered staircase climbs the highest pyramid in the Mayan world. All around, for miles, there was a dense road network, a system of aqueducts, a perimeter of fortifications, towering pyramids on an area that housed 60,000 buildings. Agriculture was very intensive, with complicated and sophisticated terracing. The land was degraded by unsustainable cultivation, resulting in a famine that contributed greatly to the collapse of the Mayan states. Not far away, we spot a howler monkey. Their howls can be heard up to 3 miles away. They are considered to be the loudest land animal. The howler monkey was one of the major gods of Mayan mythology. In particular, it was the protector of the arts and crafts. After so many days in the rainforest, we return to civilization. La Técnica is a small community of 500 souls on the right bank of the Rio Usumacinta. From here, we will travel by boat to archaeological sites on the other side of the river in Mexico. Bonampak. Inside one of the temples, we find a series of beautiful frescoes. In the first room, we see the dignitaries of the court during a ceremony to identify a child as the noble heir. They wear white capes and carry shells as jewels. Three tribal leaders appear before the king. In the second room, there are battle scenes between Bonampak's warriors armed with spears, who surprise and capture a group of naked and unarmed men. In the third room, the king offers himself for a sacrifice. He pierces his tongue. Below is a container for collecting his blood. The final scene represents the sacrifice of the prisoners. Another boat trip takes us to Yaxchilan. This was one of the major centers of the Mayan civilization throughout the classical period. In the so-called labyrinth of Yaxchilan, the total lack of light seems to allude to an artificial underworld where important and mysterious ceremonies took place. The Great Acropolis stands on the top of an isolated hill and can be reached by a flight of steps. The main building is the king's palace. Like all cities in the central area, Yaxchilan was abandoned in the 9th century AD for reasons not yet clarified. Our journey ends here. We have reached the ruins of ancient Mayan cities hidden in the heart of the Petén forest. We admired the imposing pyramids and other elegant buildings erected by a civilization still shrouded in mystery. We let ourselves be enchanted by the spirit of the forest. Surely this journey has changed us deeply.